And we're back for what could be our final game of the day, if VG Gaming has anything to say about it. I'm your host, LD Beyond the Summit. I'm joined here by GoDz, and it's time for Game 2 of VG Gaming versus Newbee. Well, on paper, it's a rematch of the TI4 champions of the second place team, GoDz, but Newbee just ain't the same team right now without Xiao8. Some people question the director's individual play, but after seeing their results in the post-TI4 era to date, I don't think many can question his importance as a leader, a drafter, and a captain.
He's the guy who kind of, I think, keeps them disciplined. Even, I think the drafting was okay. I know the Shadow Demon pick, neither of us were like that much, but like just some of the play, Rapid, especially in the off lane. Sure, he wasn't actually on Newbee at TI4, but he was probably one of the most impressive players of the whole tournament. He got LGD deep into the tournament, into the top 6. So definitely, I would say, a stronger individual player than Xiao8. Obviously, though, it's not all about individual plays when it comes down to getting the results.
Yeah, absolutely. And, well, with that, draft is well underway. So, of course, Newbee trailing 0-1. They need to win 2 in a row to take this series. Winner goes to Kiev, so the stakes are pretty big. But the loser has a shot at redemption. They'll play Live Gaming tomorrow in the final best-of-3 play-in match for Starladder. And with that, yeah, we've got Newbee on the Dire side. All right, so looking at the draft so far, GoDz, one thing does jump out at me, which is that Newbee, they didn't have any success with the Void, but they still ban it out here, and they're not giving that one away to VG Gaming.
I think this is one of those, like, they have first pick, so they don't have to ban out, like, the must-ban heroes. Because I think Void's actually not something that's tremendously, like, quote-unquote, overpowered. I think there's much bigger problem heroes. Death Prophet's one of the biggest problems right now, I think, as far as heroes you don't want to give up as first pick. And, of course, the Lycan still, so I feel like Newbee, like, we have first pick, we can ban out these less, like, obvious first pick heroes, like the Viper even getting banned out is not something you normally would see get banned out in the first banning stage. So they were kind of hoping that maybe they can get something like a Death Prophet out of their first pick by leaving the pool more open, but instead gets banned out still, and they have to go for the Skyrath. And, well, they get no Skyrath Centaur, which is the combo we saw VG Gaming have great success with last game.
Yeah, so they are denied the Skyrath Centaur combo at the very least, but they'll kind of protect their brew pick here by selecting this Rubik. They also potentially can steal some Ravages this game, and anytime I get to see an FY Rubik, which I'm imagining will be the case, I get excited for that, so should be fun. Curious to see what Fenrir will play at his side, if it's just something like the Sand King, which he's been running a lot recently, or if VG Gaming has something else in store. There's also the Ancient Apparition, which we see from time to time in conjunction with the Centaur. I suppose there is is there any chance that we maybe see like a Tiny Wisp this game? And
from Vici, the Wisp was banned out actually.
Oh, Wisp.
So Newbee were worried about it. That's for sure.
There is a Drow Visage out there. That's the one other thing that's just been sitting out there and ignored so far.
I think Vici want to go for the safe lane Centaur again, partly because they're against Tide, and I think that's where Centaur as a safe lane has become so trendy because it's so good against some of these tanky offlaners like your Tides, your Voids, whatever it may be. These kind of fairly hard to kill offlaners with escapes. Like, Centaur does so much damage and doesn't care about the Anchor Smash as much because he's got all this magic damage. So I think Vici probably wants Centaur in the safe lane and may pick up something like a Nature's Prophet for Ice Size. I mean, the Enigma's still in the pool if they really want to go for the Enigma again, although they may need like a bit more actual like kind of semi-carry potential, which is where I like the Nature's Prophet here if VG Gaming want to go that way. But I mean, they could easily just throw Centaur offlane and pick a safe lane farmer.
Yeah, options are still out there, and I mean we've seen Black play all kinds of heroes lately, so he could be on the Centaur again. They could run it something for Ice in the offlane. The very flexible draft thus far. And in terms of like the big pushing cores, those are removed though. Your Viper's banned out, the Razor has been removed in the second stage, and Death Prophet banned. So we won't see like a standard range Death Ball carry, but there's still lots of other options out there.
Yeah, with the Doom pick, I think Newbee may be just sending their Tide mid because Doom, a few teams run him as like a safe lane farmer. I think Newbee have done it once or twice with how I can remember him playing Doom, but he's probably in his most natural state in the off lane, which puts Tide mid, which is fine. He's against a Brewmaster. It's a melee on melee matchup, and they'll probably just trade farm a bit there, maybe Tide with a slight little edge because of the Anchor Smash, but it'll just be like both heroes getting their early Blink Daggers and going from there.
Yeah, it's what I'm really wondering about is this Lifestealer ban right now that I'm seeing from VG Gaming. And, well, they'll go Venomancer, so I guess that kind of explains it.
That's Ice's offlane hero, but Okay.
So I guess we're gonna. It's really a very early to mid game centric kind of draft from Vici, and to some extent from Newbee. But this with the Doom and then this 5th pick to come out, they could angle for more late game if they want. And probably still waiting to see what Hal's hero is going to be. We've seen him on some Morphling, or not Morphling, Weaver recently. He's played a decent amount of. He had been playing some Lifestealer, so I guess that explains the ban from Vici a bit. What do you think they go for Hal?
You want to carry that fights early against this kind of draft, which is where the Lifestealer, I mean, this is a hero who doesn't need much farm, fights really well with just like phase, drums, can go for these cheap items, so...
Like a Wraith King type thing, or...?
Yeah, Wraith Kings gets kited maybe a bit badly by this, but I think getting like your Lunar Gyros is probably a bad idea. You're more likely... this is a tough one. I would almost consider running Doom in the safe lane and getting something like a Nature's
off
Prophet
lane and then
fight.
get like a carry mid even, or...
Yeah, or just you could still do the Tide Mid and maybe get like a Nature's Prophet. I like the Nature's Prophet because you can actually contribute quite a bit early. Pressure Towers because Vici Gaming don't have the best. Juggernaut, there's a carry that can fight early. So.
And it is a Hal Juggernaut. I was wondering if there's any chance that like Skywrath goes to a core role and Juggernaut plays support, but doesn't seem that's going to happen unless they do a little swapperoo here. Which no swapperoo, no swapperino, whatever it is, forthcoming. But we'll go ahead and introduce the teams now. Hal is starting with the boots first, so some first blood potential here for sure. Concussive shot into Blade Fury, the Disruptor nuke. It's decent damage that Newbee can provide, and we'll introduce them. They're trailing 0-1. They've got to win 2 in a row, or they will drop down and have one last shot to go to Kiev, playing Lai Gaming tomorrow to best of 3. Hal will be playing your Juggernaut. Going to the mid lane will be Mu, on a hero he does not play often at all in the Tidehunter. You've got Sang-Sheng as the support Disruptor. Banana, he'll trot to the top lane as the Skywrath, looking to kind of copy FY's amazing performance last game on the Skywrath, and then we have the Doom being picked up by Rabbit. Meanwhile, Vici Gaming are 4-manning up to protect, like near where the rune spawns, and we'll run through them real fast. Black on your Centaur, Fenrir the Leshrac, FY on his magnificent Rubik, Super going mid is Brew, and yeah, Ice to the safe lane.
Looks like, yeah, they'll commit to maybe an offensive trial out of this and also hoping for a first blood. FY walks forward, drops a ward, and he's kind of acting as like almost bait in some scenario. Actually drops a sentry.
Who would you give the edge in this tri lane? Assuming it's try on try.
I think Newbee do okay because their pull hasn't been blocked. That's why Juggernaut ran straight to his own jungle to protect the pull so it doesn't get blocked out. And but the problem is Vici Gaming may get a first blood.
They might be able to stun Hal as he runs up this cliff. Rubik has lift available, but he gets Blade Fury first with the double damage turn spawning for Sang-Sheng. That is more than enough damage to get first blood. Well, I guess we know who's going to have the edge in the tri lane now.
Yeah.
That question's been answered.
I don't think you can tri lane against this. Like, you've given up first blood, you haven't blocked the enemy pull. They can just use that to deny. I guess the one big good thing about the Radiant off lane is you can, if they pull them, you can also pull it back using the big camp. So we'll see how it works because of that. But still tough for Vici Gaming, and they're committed to this.
And they still have this double damage rune as well. Although Vici can just sit back and wait it out. But if they actually try to get aggressive, it could go south for them. Rabbit is, in the meantime, roaming through the Radiant jungle and has not devoured anything. He might have blocked the spawn himself by accident. Either that or Ice was there and I just didn't catch it. But he's going to hit the speed creep instead, which is, it's okay. Top lane, there's a toss, and Hal will immediately Blade Fury. The one concern here for both lanes is that Juggernaut's monopool is quite small, and so too is Centaur. So if they're forced to use the Stomp or the Blade Fury at the wrong time, they find themselves out of mana, and they need those spells to take fights.
Yeah, Jug's got nothing really to offer the Trilane until he gets back to that 110 mana, but the lane's pulling back here. They've done the double pull through, and this means Jug can just farm under his tower, and they don't really want to be fighting until Jug has Blade Fury again, and they also just want to be hitting like level 2, level 3, and then they can fight on their own terms, and Vici Gaming could be in a lot of trouble here because they don't really have the best counter initiation when you lead with a long-range concussive shot. All you need is like one Thunderstrike and Jug just spins and it's a pretty straightforward kill. If the supports stay far enough back, you're not getting any counter kills out of that.
Yeah, so we'll quickly scout out our solo lanes. Ice sitting 8-1 in the safe lane up against the off lane Doom, who doesn't have the best creep. As expected, the Doom is struggling a bit, but he's getting his levels, so he's 4 now. And in the mid lane, the Tide is gaining a decent advantage here. The Anchor Smash just the way more spammable and annoying nuke to lane against. And now they go on top lane. On to FY. But he gets the toss off in time, Sang-Sheng. It's level 2. He could go for a glimpse back if he wants. He hasn't done it just yet. Just auto-attacking FY while they chase him down. Glimpse, yeah, just barely in range. I'll pull him back in. FY probably going down again here. The question is if Hal gets out. Double Edge, Black gets the return kill. So 1-for-1 exchange, and, well, it is the core Juggernaut going down here, which generally you'd say is better for the other team. But, hey, Tri-Lane on Tri-Lane getting those supports levels is pretty nice, too.
Yeah, it's okay for Newbee still, but that Jug didn't need to die. That was just slightly I mean, once Jug was committed to the chase, it was going to die with or without the glimpse. So.
Oh, they got the slow off. That's going to set up a lift. That new slow and lightning storm doing work, and they'll lose Banana. Avicii Gaming give up a first blood. They give up another kill, and suddenly they're right back in it.
Yeah, just all around a bit sloppy from Newbee in the Tri-Lane. Like they didn't need to lose the Jug when they went for that kill. They don't even have to necessarily go for kills. Sure, they've got this Juggernaut Tri-Lane, but they can just keep using these pool camps, deny XP, get levels, and like sure, Avicii Game will be getting levels as well, and they get slightly scary with levels. But I think it's much more on Newbee when they hit like level 2 Blade Fury. They get the Skywrath as well to level 3, so he has a point in the Ancient Seal. They get a lot kind of more potent with levels. I'd say more so than Avicii Gaming's Tri-Lane. I
guess the one thing that we should keep in mind is however this Tri-Lane goes, it could change very quickly, because Rabbits hit level 6 nearly. The Tide's hit getting closer to level 6, currently only level 4, but about to hit 5, and, well, Super has caught up in this mid lane meanwhile, but he's going to have his Bruce Split, so that's 3 big teamfight heroes that can instantly turn the tides of this lane if they're not careful.
It's tricky for Rabbit, because as soon as he leaves bottom, he loses his tower more or less, and I think he's kind of just stuck bottom for a long time because of the Venomancer, but definitely the mid heroes. Top lane,
I can glimpse in the Centaur top lane, but he's pretty tanky. They'll need a lot more nuke damage to bring him down. They do drop him to half health. He's got Triangle Boots, now Banana. Drop back in. Stop. And no double edge shoes. He didn't want to kill himself off in the process. They'll get the kill without him. Now they're chasing for a bit more here on how they've got a Fade Bolt. A little bit short on the damage. So Avicii Gaming, just, it seems like the Centaur's just too damn tanky. The Blade Fury combo doesn't work on him. Honestly, I'm starting to think that they simply can't go on that hero. They have to go on the supports. All
the kills Avicii Gaming are getting are when Newbee engage. It's not like Avicii Gaming are going in, getting aggressive, getting kills. They're just saying, okay, you go on us. Well, we kind of have to hold our own and fight back. And, well, Newbee are just not really... They're overestimating the killing power of their Tri-Lane and also just overestimating how easy to kill this Centaur is.
Yeah, Fenrir fishing with that split art stun. Won't connect, but this gives now the Shrek a level 4, so he's off to a pretty good start. And I'm keeping a close eye on mid. Super has just cracked level 6. If he can get off a clap split, may be able to kill Moo before he hits 6. Let's see if Super wants to risk it, though. Dodge away for the Anchor Smashes. No, he's thinking about it.
It's tricky. You can Anchor Smash the Fire Panda, which is a lot of the Primal Split damage. So
and now bottom lane. Rabbit's found the Doom on Ice Ice Ice. We'll begin pursuing him, but Ice 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 is... actually, they'll even cancel the TP. They decide that he doesn't even need help. Instead, they're going to go on mid. Smoked up. Yeah, with the supports coming in, this will be the death of Moo if he gets caught. Let's see if he dodges it. Lift from FY. Toss back in. They have to be... Oh, they'll just drop him straight back down. I was going to say, don't pull him too close. And they won't do so. They'll get the kill from range with an auto attack. Goes the way of FY. And that was without the Panda ult. So they can still get super active elsewhere on the map.
Especially if he finds like a good 6-minute rune, an Invis or a Haste or something. He'd love to head top with an Invis or a Haste or something to help out the Tri-Lane and just really get Avicii Gaming some more momentum. And right now, Avicii Gaming, Tri-Lane was salvaged despite giving up a first blood. Bottom lane, a Doom was used. Ice 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 is having a great time as far as his farming goes, spamming the Plague Wards. There's nothing really... Rabbit's in such a annoying position right now. Like, this is one of the toughest games to play as a Doom because you can't really leave the lane or anything. Mid lane, though, they'll go in again. Yeah, they've split on Moo, and he'll immediately Ravage, but he gets Cycloned up. The Fire Panda has been Anchor Smash, but he's going to come back with an additional clap here. Not even needed as the Shrek ends up getting the kill. Blade Fury exchange attempted from How. He's got a crit, and he gets the crit first hit. Pretty strong stuff. The glimpse back the Brewmaster towards that Dire Tower, giving How a hope of retreating. Fenrir on the chase. He's got to split Earth. He's got to make this one count, but he gets silenced. Can't get it off. And now the turn will come. Brew in the end. Well, despite the glimpse back, he's a tanky mother, and he'll just retreat out safely. So Newbee at least getting a bit of a retaliatory kill there. Yeah, they'll take what they can get, even if it is a big lucky crit coming out, because that he wouldn't have gotten the kill without it. Save him. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Centaur. The no Stampede, but gets a kill again. Juggernaut going down. He's died twice now at this top lane, and that Rubik lift is just so nice versus Jug. Like, it's not the best. It's obviously not a feed script, but you know, if you just lift, if you get the lift off, he can't spin until he drops. So you just set up the stun to follow, and he literally that's normally one of Jug's big strengths. So you just can't go on him because he always Blade Furies out. But
it's not really a reliable solution against the Rubik if FY gets that lift off.
The support play from Vici Gaming has just been so much better than Newbees. Like they know the power of their tri-lane, when to fight, when to back off, when to use their just spells more efficiently. For Newbee, they're just kind of going in and hoping they have the damage to get these kills. They just don't really they just don't feel confident in their own abilities, and they're just making the wrong calls. So Vici Gaming, FY and Fenrir, I mean, so far the MVPs of this game.
Well, they have been together for a while. Centaur ultimate was used, and they're going to go in on Moo mid lane. No Ravage ready, but he's going to live with 60 health. A nice glimpse there. Gets him out safely. Meanwhile, Ice is walling himself in with wards. He's building towards the mechanism. And Rabbit wants to doom him. He's going to get in close here. Poison Nova will come through. This might just be both of them going down. There is a bit of poison sting damage on or on Rabbit, but looks like he'll get the kill first, and he might just have to wait out these wards before he retreats. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he's gonna be
no
okay.
more poison sting, just the Nova.
Couldn't get the block in off, I guess, but it's Ice doesn't really care about it. It looks like he spent all his money. There's a bit of an unnecessary death, but he's still dominating his lane.
Now top lane, they go in without an initiation here, but Rubik got a lift off on 3. FY now sticky at the last second. You can see how he just tries to bait Newbee up too far, but there was no trade there. The Brewmaster of Super doesn't have his blink yet. No TP scroll in the inventory, but he's damn close. 20 gold short.
He's the Invis rune.
And he's going top now. Yeah. This is an easy kill on Banana. Just a clap and probably the 1 crit. Maybe 2 more auto attacks will get a kill. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna find it. Clap to start, crit to follow. He might need 1 more, and he'll get it off. He might have to split to get out of here.
He may just go for kills. He's got the Centaur nearby-ish.
Oh, they can't chase him. Oh, they're gonna Ravage for it? Really? Oh, Omni Slash, that's why. Evasion? No evasion. If he evaded that last auto attack, he may have split and just wiped out both of Newbee's heroes. They were still playing with fire, even getting that kill.
He got the wand off and everything, so that was very close. That was good use of the Ravage and Omni Slash. 2 big ultimates, but it's a much needed kill, and it just buys Newbee some time to just regather their bearings.
The only thing, GoDz, is unfortunately he already bought his blink, so they're still dealing with a 9-minute brew blink with split ready to go when he respawns.
Well, Newbee in a tough spot now. Ice said, I've had enough of bottom lane. He's gone mid. He's almost completed his mech, and he's just going to keep going to these lanes by himself and just solo pushing. If Newbee want to put the efforts into ganking him, I'm sure Ice will happily just give up his life. Like, it's not really a hero worth ganking for Newbee. There's much bigger fish to fry this game.
Well, one of those very big fish to fry is this Doom, which Super is trying to hunt down. He's got a blink clap ready, but I don't think he even gets the reins. Without the support of Ice, Gale will come through, clap on 2, an immediate split. There's no Ravage to defend against this. They'll focus the Doom as Scorched Earth. Still just now wearing off, but I'm not sure if it's enough. They throw the Disruptor up in the air, trying to focus on Moo, but with Anchor Smash, he's not particularly effective. Then Blackjink blinks in. He'll get Doom for his trouble. No Stampede and no way out of this one. Now Super trapped as well in the kinetic field. But from the low ground, Ice will come through with the ultimate. The 3-hero stun. Lightning Bolt. Combo Gaming. They'll now steal an Anchor Smash, charging forward onto Moo. Fenrir trying to go ham. Another Split Earth. Oh, he's not going to find the opening. Now FY arriving. He'll Fade Bolt again. He'll kill off the Tidehunter. It's the supports doing out like 80% of the damage to win them this fight. As Rabbit turns and tries to win this with right clicks, but he's got to chunk fight his way through Lightning Storm, a follow-up stun, FY and Fenrir in the end. They're the last men standing. Ice will rejoin them with the mech. And from the low ground, they just hit like their full complement of nukes on 3 heroes and just instantly won the fight.
Man, the Split Earth catching, I think, 2, maybe even 3 heroes. You get a Rubik Telekinesis stunning multiple heroes. That was supports coming up big for Vici Gaming again. It was a very aggressive play from Brewmaster to go in on the high ground there, because Newbee were ready to kind of counter-initiate, but they just, once they can kill 1 or 2, maybe like they Doom off Centaur, bring him down, but after that, there's just no real follow-up damage, especially considering they didn't have Tide Ravage.
And they're going to slow Moo here with that initial Lightning Storm. Maybe setting up for a potential Gale. No, they go to the south side. Sansheng gets crit once, but he'll stick up and survive, but still super tasted. Does he even go in further? They do know Ravage is online, and so they probably don't want to force this too much, but they'll go for the safe siege, and yeah, he was thinking about running even up that cliff.
Yeah, I thought he was going to blink to the high ground and try and snipe Sansheng there.
Yeah, he may have been thinking about it. 12-minute room will spawn now, and Vici Gaming starting to flex their muscles. They've taken out 2 towers, given up 0. They've got their mech online for Ice. And now an urn picked up for the Rubik. FY completing his magic stick will now or his Magic Wand, I should say, will now work his way towards a Blink Dagger, I imagine. And if he manages to farm that, like, we're looking at a Tide GoDz that has Treads, Bracer, Bottle. Honestly, one more good fight from Vici, and FY may get his own Blink first. They'll Stampede to keep Fenrir safe, but he gets glimpsed back. He just keeps on running the other direction. Well, can't run away for this one, but maybe the follow-up will be there. The Split Earth comes through, got it off on 3. Now the Brew Split, the Static Storm attempting to prevent that Brew Split, but just a bit too slow, and they've stolen the Healing Ward. It's instantly killed off by Newbee, but both Healing Wards will go down. Boulder Toss finishing off Banana on one side of the engagement, while on the other side, Ice, he's caught in the kinetic field. Another glimpse back, the second glimpse that may lead to a kill here. Super leaping forward again. He's got a double damage rune online for the second round of the engagement. Black with the 2-hero stop. FY still surviving, finally going down, but he's created the space. Moo trying to run, has no teleport scroll mana right now. Clap, and with the stick charges, just enough to get out. Stomp from Black, second slate. The pings come out. Ice, I think, a little irritated that Black didn't just blind stomp that, and, well, in the end, it turns out okay for Newbee, all things considered.
Yeah, Super blinking into the trees there, otherwise he could have hit a DD rune, he would have been able to track him and get a kill.
Black almost got the kill on Hound now.
Ooh. Not the... Yeah, that's as good as... I mean, that's a good fight for Newbee. When Newbee have their ultimates, they have Ravage, they have the Static Storm, Doom, Omni Slash, they can take fights and have pretty good... Even though they're behind on items and just overall farm, like, they still have the spells which will win you fights even behind on items. So for VG Gaming, they have to be a little bit careful about getting too aggressive. They've got two very squishy supports in Rubik Leshrac. And I mean, losing Fenrir pretty much at the start of that fight, they really committed a lot to that Skyrath, and Skyrath somehow just stayed alive. The Healing Ward, the Magic Stick charges, like, he was just really tanky. Well, not so much tanky, but he was just... He forced VG Gaming to kind of overextend just to kill him off.
Oh, Hal, beware. Beware. He's got a Blade Fury here. He will spin immediately. No teleport scroll, though. Oh, that's trouble. Now they've stolen Blade Fury as well. This will make FY a little more durable. Then that's 2-hero stomp. Banana walked into this one. He had to know it was coming, but just gives away a twofer. And there doesn't seem to be much of a trade. FY, Blade Fury, but as that Blade Fury ends to the Doom, he might end up going down Stampede to keep him alive. And it looks like he'll end up living. Another 2-hero stomp from Black. This Centaur pick has just been doing so much work lately in China. Moo chasing forward. We'll get the kill with the Gush. Super now, and trying to duke it out with Fenrir at his side. They're fighting without Ice, their mech carry. He's just out pushing the top lane in his own little universe. And still Vici Gaming are coming out alright. With no Ravage for this one, it's just difficult to win the fight.
I mean, in Banana's defense, he was trying to hit the concussive shot on the Centaur to cancel his blink, but it went off and caught out the Rubik instead. So Centaur blinks in, gets the 2-hero stun, and that was like the worst possible outcome when he tried to help out the Jug, but... Jug was dead.
It was a good idea then. It's just the execution was lacking.
If he doesn't help, Jug dies. If he does help and hits the concussive shot on the Centaur, Jug likely lives. So it was worth going for, I guess.
Yeah, just the
this
lady
top tier 2 tower.
Lady wards. No, how we'll get the deny.
Just constantly canceling the animation on him, but couldn't get it.
He tried, but still, it's still damage done and a victory for Vici. As Ice will continue towards his Aghanims, this now gives FY the beginnings of the Blink Dagger. Brew can work towards his own eggs, although he is... Does he have something on the courier? I feel like he's a little bit poor. Oh yeah, Point Booster just picked up. Okay. So yeah, they're working towards some big mid-game items. Black with a BKB on the way, and... Yeah, Newbee... I still would say with the Doom, if he gets farmed enough, I give them a pretty damn good shot late game, but... There's a long time to go where Vici are going to have their very potent mid-game, and... They want to push that advantage, GoDz. They're now rotating towards the Dire Jungle. They've got an aggressive ward here. I might have even spotted this Newbee smoke, but they definitely seem to know something's up. Way down the low ground, they're going to reveal it. Super now into the tree line. Are they going to jump? Looking for that opening to go in. Not doing so yet.
I think they've realized Tide would, like, he came out of smoke there, so they should expect there to be, like, oh, okay, they see the heroes behind.
They gelled him now, but do they really want to jump the Tide is the question. Doom can be used at Ice. He'll get off his ultimate, fearing that will come out, and... So, at the very least, Newbee will be zoned out a bit. That hit 2. Oh no, 3 actually. Not a bad
Doom getting close to his blink now, which will help a lot as far as trying to blink Doom and start off a fight either by dooming Black on the Centaur or the Brewmaster. I think Centaur even the better Doom target if you can kill him off for sure. But the problem is this game for Newbee, Doom not going for Midas. I think Doom not going for Midas is the right choice because his team needed the mech whatever they can get, but he's not going to catch up on farm. This isn't your Doom who's give him another 15 minutes will be top of the net worth. Without the Midas, he's got just the Devour Gold, so he's still going to be not farming as fast as a lot of Dooms that you see.
Yeah, and the other thing is they're not getting towers, and that is the one weakness of this Newbee draft is they have only Healing Ward to push. That's really it. So even if they win these fights, they'll have to win them convincingly. But, oh, Rabbit's been caught out. He tried to rotate in his jungle. VG Gaming were waiting for a long time for this. They'll now spring the trap, but Rabbit mechs up. Omni Slash tried to turn around on this and nearly finishes off Black. Yeah, they'll end up getting the kill for that. Cyclone onto the Tide. They need to make the retreat. They are not fighting this one without Stampede, without Bruce Split. So they get nothing. Static Storm was waiting for Super as he comes down, but he just turns with auto attacks, at least killing off the Disruptor, but still pays. Ice Ice Ice, no ultimate for this, and it seems Vici Gaming may be throwing away their lead here as another slow comes out from the south side from the Leshrac. Moose still, well, not turning on Defender and trying to go with the Anchor Smash coming out, looking to focus him down, and not quite able to finish him off. Ice 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 also, does he? Oh yeah, he does.
May Ravage for it's 2 supports, but
yeah, a bit low in mana right now. Gale coming out onto Hal. Ice 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 still leading Newbee on a merry chase. Now they're still no Ravage. He just doesn't want to use it, and he'll try to auto attack him down. Yeah, can he do it? One more Gush, Anchor Smash, anything. Ravage is ready. He'll just say, "Screw it, man. It's Ravage time." Can FY steal this? Okay, he had enough mana for another Anchor Smash, so he'll be okay for that. But now the chase goes the other way. This fight has lasted so freaking long that the whole squad of Ichi Gaming is respawn. That was 0 buybacks, just pure respawn timing. And they'll now surround Moo, look to finish him off. They'll do it, and they end a mega kill streak. That's quite a big streak to end. I think overall still a win for Newbee GoDz.
Yeah. Black a bit too aggressive. Like, they killed Black and they still had Doom as well as Ravage after killing him. All they had to use was the Omni Slash from the Jug, and when you can, like, kill off a key hero and still have big ultimates left to fight the rest of Vici Gaming, you're in a good spot. So, Vici Gaming have to be pretty careful with how they start these fights. They need to get a clean pick to start off a fight. Like, get a good initiation from the center with a Blink Stun, and they've got to kill someone who they go on. In that case, they tried to go on the Doom, but Black just didn't have the backup to finish him off.
And also, I think one thing worth mentioning there is, does Omni Slash actually... I don't think it jumps to the Brew Split. Because it seemed like it was only hitting the Centaur.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's...
Because they're considered Ancients by the game, and Omni Slash doesn't jump to Ancients, right? I believe that's the case.
Sure, so. I believe it. It sounds right. I'm not 100% sure on it, though. Doom at bottom lane, though, on Black, and he's in trouble.
Yeah, Black gets, well, actually mech'd up by Ice Ice Ice. Not sure this is enough to save him. They'll use another Thunder Strike here from Sunshine. Deny? No deny.
Sunshine happy to die for the kill.
Like, they could have gotten the deny and killed him, I think. But yeah, just wanted to make sure they got at least one in exchange.
Yeah. Sunshine's life, not too important at this stage. Even if you get the deny, it's still like okay for Newbee just to pick off a key hero like Centaur, and then you're creating space elsewhere. You know Vici Gaming aren't coming at you to try push down more towers. Ideally, you'd like to start getting some towers yourself, but all they've got... They did get the tier 1 bottom, which is a small little victory.
Are they just going to push down mid again? Brute Split's online. The Centaur will respawn in 10. Do they just keep on brute forcing it? The one thing that really might change this game is the pipe on Moo, though. Vici Gaming are they're very nuke-centric. The only physical damage is basically return, which is kind of mediocre at this point, and the Panda crit. Otherwise, it's all nukes, and Pipe could be a real tide turner here for, well, the aptly named Tide Hunter.
Yeah, and if you've got no like not enough damage to end this game, like the longer this game goes, heroes like Doom in the late game are just absolute beasts, and I'm kind of worried for Vici Gaming because of that.
Ice 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 gets glimpsed. Now there's an Omni Slash, but Mech was popped. That bonus armor making the Omni Slash less effective as the split happens on the backside. Finishing off Sideshang, Moo will now try to turn this one with a big Ravage. It caught pretty much everyone, and most importantly, it caught FY, who was not able to steal it. Instead, he'll steal a level death. Not really what he's searching for. They'll end up losing 2 for 2. But with Moo still standing strong, he's going to duke it out against Super as the Primal Split ends. And they still haven't used their Doom, which they now throw out the direction of Super. Newbee beginning the chase, but Black has arrived, gets the 2-hero stomp, completes the kill the other direction. So now a 3 for 2 exchange favoring Vici Gaming, though they may lose FY for this. He now goes for another spell steal, and... well, it's just level death again, I guess. Now trying to run out. Not what he was hoping for. He'll try to deny himself to the Ancients. No, he's just kidding. He's not actually looking for that, but he walks back into the Disruptor ultimate of Sidechain. Just cooled down in time for this. Another clap on 2. Super still trying to duke his way out. It seems everybody's signed a death warrant. Nobody's walking out of here alive. Black now running right around the Rosie. Gush, Anchor Smash to follow this one, and he sticks up. Still surviving. Super's like, can I get back in there? Can I get back in there? Not so sure about it. One more tick. And Black will end up going down. I believe that makes it 4 dying for Vici in the end.
Everyone's dying except this Tide, who like didn't take a. He was
He's
full
like
HP the
God
entire
mode
fight.
Tide, just like literally
no one wants
invincible.
To go near him. He anchor smashes. He's got this treads plus pipe build. Like no one wants to touch this guy. Problem is, he's so slow with like the poison stings, the lightning storm slow, the claps. Everything just slows him down. So he's kind of struggling to hit these anchor smashes at times unless they come to him. But Moo overall having a really good impact in these fights. So. Newbee are still in okay shape. They've got a bit of a gold deficit, but a lot of that's tower gold, and I think the hero composition of Vici Gaming is just going to start to fall off the longer this game goes.
Yeah, and even, you mentioned the Doom, even Juggernaut can be a pretty scary late game carry. Like, if you get a highly leveled Omnislash and their supports don't have Ghost Scepters, or if you have a Diffusal Blade to counter those, you can instantly remove 1 or even 2 supports from the fight. Even just solo killing someone like the Centaur, that'll be tougher, but if he gets enough farm... I mean, I've seen Omnislashes that get 2-3 kills, so there's a lot of tanks this game. It may not happen, but something to keep an eye on. As Ice 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 gets off his poison, Nova did not manage to pop the mech in time. He'll end up falling, and now the Omnislash. It bounces the way of the Centaur. Black once again taking the brunt of the damage, forced to retreat out. Centaur Stomp is ready on Rabbit. He won't even need it. The level death secures this kill while FY retreats. And meanwhile, Super once again has Bruce Split. He'll Cyclone the Juggernaut up in the air. But the Bruce Split is just feeling pretty useless against the Anchor Smash of the Tide. And more importantly, just the raw HP pulls. But somehow, some way, there's a Ravage ready to go. That will be thrown out right as the Tide Hunter gets cycloned into the air. And once again, FY is thwarted in his efforts to steal it. They lose 4. And Vici Gaming, it seems, they're starting to reach the limits of what their lineup can offer.
Yeah.
This pipe from Moo is just winning Newbee the game.
So much of their lineup falls off, and it's only going to get worse. Like, stuff like the Primal Split falls off late game. Compare that to Newbee. Tide Ravage gets almost more influential the later the game goes. In theory, the BKBs get shorter, although there aren't BKBs apart from the Centaur who's building one, and Newbee just looking fantastic all of a sudden.
Super trying to contest this Roche. It's not that low yet, but there's no Primal Split. Ice Ice Ice, no ultimate either. They'll glimpse Super back in, and if he goes down here and they give up the Aegis, I don't know, that just might be too much momentum swing. Now they're going to send Black in one at a time. The Brew will even buy back. Vici Gaming have decided if we lose this Rosette, it's pretty much game over. So we're going to buy back. We'll throw bodies at it just to try and hold it off.
I think right decision not to just give Newbee that. If Newbee get the Aegis, they can just stall. There's no way you're pushing or fighting them. And Newbee may just even... I don't think they want to give up the Aegis, but if they do, I think they're still in fine shape. They'll only contest this if they think they have a good chance of winning the fight. But without Ravage, without Doom... Doom's actually just got his ultimate back up, so maybe they will try and contest this with Doom, who is level 16. After you win a few big fights like that, suddenly all the levels start piling up, and this is a level 16 Doom and Tide.
At some point, they also got that tier 1 bottom. It might have even just been the creeps, but there's a blink in for Moo, and he'll throw out the Anchor Smash. He has no ultimate for a long time. Doom onto Super, trapped in the Static Storm. Remember, he just bought back. Super's got to get off this Primal Split. He won't be successful. And with the pipe, the stolen Doom, it's on to How. It's the Juggernaut, not the most important hero for Newbee. Still a kill's a kill. They'll take what they can get. But I'm just looking at Rabbit and Moo. They're still beefy in this fight. Ice 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 gradually trying to work out. This feels more like League of Legends with how long it takes everyone to die. Oh, there's so many tanks on this engagement. Ice 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 finally dropping. And now they'll look for FY. Rabbit blinking forward. Gets the level death off on FY. Nearly finished off. They can't quite do it. Then they glimpse him back. He'll end up going down. Everybody on a shred of HP. And Moo will make it another wipe if he's successful here. Now the lightning storm from Fenrir. Yeah, Moo lives. Moo still lives. This guy is literally invulnerable. 11, 4, 13. If anyone was questioning that pipe when they saw it picked up, you better not be questioning it now. It's winning them the game.
Everything about his build has just worked out fantastic. Like the ones, there's so many spells going out. These fights are lasting so long that he's getting like 10, 15 one-charges constantly to keep healing himself back up. The treads, the bracelet. This is just pure tank mode Tide in.
I'm telling you, man. Like I've been watching a little bit of LCS. I've really enjoyed their production. Don't hate me, Dota fans. I'm not switching to League, but it really reminds me of League. Like the fights in that game generally are a lot. It seems like they're a lot more drawn out than Dota fights, and hero spells have really low cooldowns. Like this game kind of feels that way. There's some big teamfight ults, but just nobody's freaking dying, man. It takes ages for these first kills. Oh my goodness. And this in the day when we've been seeing so much like Skywrath Mage Void play, that Visage Drow stuff, Tidy Wisp, like these insta-kill combos, but the way everyone's itemized and just the heroes involved, they're beefy. They're beefy, man.
Yeah. And speaking of itemization, Vici Gaming have not really developed or achieved anything. Like Leshrac has been sitting on this casual Ogre Club for the longest time, and I say Letrek because Letrek's kind of like the best, one of their better sources of damage and just late game potential in a lot of ways. And then your Ags on Brewmaster has been there for a while, but isn't really picking up. On the Newbee side, though, you're gonna have a Shivers on Rabbit soon. You've got Juggernaut, who's getting close to an Aghanim Scepter. Your Tide suddenly seeing on a Plate Mail and is maybe going to get something like an Assault Crest or a second Shivers Guard for the team. Items galore as far as Newbee are concerned, while Vici Gaming are just very much stagnant right now.
Yeah, I'm stagnant is the right word. And they're getting some big damage items in Newbee. Ones which Vici don't have easy answers for. Aghanims is being worked on by Hal. They now pick up a Shiva's on the Doom, which just helps him chase. As well, Moo is now working towards probably a Shiva's of his own. And then after that, it's not too long until Refresher Town. Moo, searching for a Ravage. Anchor Smash to start this one off. They're going to slow down Ice Ice Ice. Then they glimpse it back only a few inches. And he'll just drop his payload and he'll sacrifice himself. Maybe getting a kill on Rabbit from Poison Damage. No, Pipe's here. He'll be fine. That Pipe, man. Burst Split. Just for a Scarth Mage, it seems. They got to get more than that. Sanctuary up onto the high ground. He drops the Kinetic Field, but that's not going to save him. So they'll end up losing 2 supports here for the Venomancer. Can they kill off Moo is the question. Supports are arriving. Hal still is Aegis, but where's that Wind Panda cycle or Windwalk? Now it's coming out. Oh, he got fogged. He got fogged trying to throw out the Tornado. And then Black, who was going for the backstep, expecting that cycle gets doomed. He stampeded in time, but Chivas will be there to follow him down. And Black, no, he goes down. No deny. No deny. And now they may lose more. Blink onto FY. Moo leaping forward. It's looking like it might be another 3-4 hero, 5 hero wipe perhaps. This could be our 3rd team wipe of the game going Newbee's way. Fenrir goes up to the high ground. He'll hit the split. Oh, actually Splitter only managing to clip the Doom somehow. The rest of Newbee just charged through it, looking for Super as well. And Omni Slash will clear out the creep wave. Not the missed Omni Slash of Hal's life, but I don't even know if it matters. Super still being pursued out. Still he's getting chased back. The Shiva's just connected with Ice Ice Ice. This damn fight has gone so long that he's respawned and he's rejoined it, but Poison Nova still cools down. He doesn't offer you much afterwards, and they finally clean the frickin' tower, man. What is with this game and these fights?
Vici haven't lost a tier 2 tower, but it just has this looming feeling that they're done for. Like nothing's working. Like they've been going at Vici been going at Newbee for the longest time, but nothing's working, and the situation's only getting worse and worse. So sure, you've still got all your tier 2 towers standing, but how are you going to win this game? And I don't see the answer to that. They've got absolutely nothing. They've just recently got this BKB for Black, but that's not really going to be a game winner. He's being doomed every fight, so I feel like Vici Gaming's their way of winning this game was purely in the first 20 to 30 minutes, and now we've reached the point where maybe it's just gone too long.
Yeah, Hal's had, now he's getting, he's got the Aghanims up, but we're going to get to that point too where the Juggernaut maybe completes his SNY or Manta and then can build a big damage item, be it a Desolator, a Butterfly, whatever he wants to go for, at which point, where are the Ghost Scepters on this team? They're not building them. They're building a BKB on Fenrir, which is fine. Helps them to run in against the Tide. They honestly need BKBs and Ghost Scepters on all their heroes to live through the fights. But they also need something more to deal with this Doom. As Rabbit blinks it, he'll throw out a Shiva's Guard. The Doom was not stolen. FY went for it, but only got Scorched Earth. That's really going to cost them in this engagement, it feels. Ice 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 way off the engagement. Still living for now. The Bruce Split again. This one a bit more successful. Where's that Tidehunter to Anchor Smash these? Moog tries to come in, but Banana was blocking his path. Moo, no Ravage for 25. They're still chasing Sunshine. The Healing Ward keeps him alive. Finally killed off by Black with the Blink and Double Edge. And now on to Ice 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 with the Blade Fury. Now, chasing the other direction, he's got Omni Slash, Omni GG Slash, shit, he's slowed. Fenrir into the trees, he's gonna tangle his way through on the main engagement. BKB, popped by the Black Centaur. He stops too, but as often seems to be the case now, our Tidehunter is at 80 to 90% HP after a full 2-minute team fight. And that was without a Ravage again. Jesus.
They use the Brewmaster, they kill some supports. That's been the story of the last 10 minutes of this game, or maybe even longer. It's all Vici Gaming seemed to be able to do. That was actually an okay 2-for-2 trade, but they're not getting objectives. They're not getting any closer to getting a sort of a lead or any kind of map control, Roshan control, get into a position where they can push the high ground. And it's just Newbee who they're not really. I mean, Newbee aren't really getting in a position where they can push either. They're getting T1 tariffed little bit by little bit. They're slowly just clawing their way back in this game, but at least they're kind of slowly getting there. As FY gets a cheeky deny, but. It's maybe just too little, too late.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he just needs to steal Omni Slash at this point. He's been trying so hard to steal Ravage or Doom, and he's gotten the Doom once, but we haven't seen those magnificent Ravage steals, and a lot of it just is, it's on moves, like, great play. He just holds the Ravage, he just like, I'll just wait until FY appears. Like, he's gonna have to appear before me, because I'm a lumbering beefcake who can just roam through the fight, anchor smashing the Brewmaster split, tanking the Venomancer ultimate. I can wait, and you can't wait forever, FY. And then when he finds him, he Ravages. So the Ravage just never gets stolen, and the Doom steals have been close for FY. Like, that second fight, he was like a quarter of a second off of grabbing it, but even when he stole Doom, they still don't win the fight. It's like he has to steal Doom and Ravage, and then maybe they even need just more items on their cores to have a shot. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, who do you Doom? Like, I think Jug's probably the best option, because Tide's not really going to die, he's so tanky, but like, you Doom the Jug, he's not really the teamfight winner necessarily. He's getting to a point where he's nice and farm, so he is going to, I mean, he's definitely probably the target to choose to Doom, but it's not winning you fights on its own. So yeah, VG Gaming, they're really a bit stuck at the moment. They just don't have that late game. This is where picking that core Venomancer for Ice over something like a Nature's Prophet or something just kind of really limits your late game potential here. And we're really seeing their lineup fall off. Newbee can just kind of sit back, wait for Vici to come at them again, just keep farming, get Howard's next big item, whatever they really want to do, and they're still doing just fine. They just need to tank up their support so they take longer to kill in the fights, which Sancheng's doing with an Ag Scepter. Banana's got a 4-star for his survivability. Like that last fight, they had to chase so long and commit so much just to kill a Skyrack mage.
Yeah, and Hal's now working on a big damage. I kind of like this move by Vici. It probably is too late, but honestly, dude, this is exactly how I feel right now. They have to go for Midas Gaming. They have to win by just sheer force of farm. They are not going to take this now. Like, they've beaten their head against that brick wall. They've gotten several concussions, some broken ribs as well, because they threw their bodies at the wall when the head didn't work, and they need to go back for some farm now. Still a very low percentage play, but I think it's the only one they've got.
It really is, and I don't think they want to fight. They want to try and maybe find a pick-off here or there, and because Newbee, if they see VG Gaming playing a farming game, Newbee are going to split up. They're going to say, they want to farm, we want to farm because we've got the better late game, so they'll split up, and that's where VG Gaming then say, okay, they're no longer sitting together as 5, let's try to find a pick-off. And if VG Gaming can get pick-offs here and there and just play this farming game, okay, there's a very small shot they can turn this game around, but as it stands, it's looking grim. But Newbee, they can't really push all too well either. How's getting to a point where he's doing a lot of damage, but it's not really quite at the stage where they can just group up as 5 and push down a single lane.
Yeah, all they really have is the healing ward. Centaur attack speed R is nice, but they don't have any damage Rs, they don't have any Midas armor on buildings, they don't have any abilities that kill buildings quickly, so it will be a slow siege from Newbee. And Vici Gaming may therefore even be able to try for a split push or a trade of some kind, though we'll have to see if Newbee go for that. I think honestly they should just, they don't need to be risking these, but they may just try to force the high ground here, and it doesn't look like Vici will push quite fast enough.
Moose feeling manly as usual, just blinks high ground with no vision.
Yeah, like if anybody's here, they're just dead, so you better not be here. I will Ravage, I'm not afraid.
Well, the double Midas play is going to be something Newbee see, and then like, okay, they want to farm. Now Newbee can maybe consider trying to actually apply some pressure. Probably going to wait for the next Roshan and Aegis at least. But
I wouldn't even mind seeing more Midases. Like, there's no core items to be picked up aside from maybe an FY Blink Dagger.
Yeah, I think.
Like, honestly, 4 or 5 Midases, whatever, dude. Like, if they're gonna lose now, they're gonna lose now, whether that's a 4-staff or a Midas.
Yeah, I think FY's, I mean, he doesn't really get much out of the Midas, but yeah, definitely any of the other 4 heroes can justify Midas still, but...
Not often you hear someone actually advocate for a 36-minute Midas, but it's maybe one of those times. But as funny as it sounds, there will be like a new timing window now where when they've just picked up these Midases for the next few minutes, if Newbee go high ground, and they've just picked up big damage items like the MKB on Rabbit, Moo, well, he won't have his refresher for the next fight, but that may just be where they punch a hole in this Vici Gimme base. Will be a bit weakened by these Midas pickups. But yeah, I don't know, man. Even whether or not they go for them, it's much more about how the lineups match up. And with an Aegis now into Hal, he can be very aggressive with these fights. Newbee are in control of this game, but they haven't won it yet. Never underestimate that potential for throw.
Hal's just going to get massive. He may go for like the Manta style, but he gets something like a butterfly instead of the drums. His Omni Slash is just going to tear apart Vici Gaming, and it's Avicii Gaming are playing this one as like all they can do right now. So they'll just keep seeing back. They also just need levels. Like they haven't even got like level 16 on the Venno. Only just recently getting on the Centaur. So that's the other reason why these Midases are kind of nice, because like a hero like Leshrac and also Venomancer, you want your level 16. You want to just, I mean, you need just the raw stats if you want to try to take it to the late game. So.
And I do want to mention, FY also did go back for Midas. It was delivered recently, so it's triple Midas Gaming now. And we are going to see these dire supports start to fall behind a bit if they don't purchase their own Midases. They're not feeling the need to do.
Is that where we're going?
You know what I will say, GoDz, is I think Midas Gaming is in a very general sense. It's kind of a counter to Doom, in theory. I don't know if these heroes are the right heroes for it to work, but if everybody's a good hero and a useful hero in fights, and no one's just like a food support. You know, then who do you doom? And even if you kill 2, is that good enough? So, I don't know. That's maybe the theory crafting for Vici, but whatever the thought process is, Newbee have to have seen these Midases by now, and they're probably just thinking like, all right, we got to go soon. This is just ridiculous. That's 6,000 gold thrown into Midases. Well, 5,700.
It's one of those things you see and you're just kind of like going to chuckle and you're like, okay, Newbee knew like even before the Midas come out, okay, we can still lose this game for sure, but they're going to see this and just be like, oh, well, we can still go late game, but we may as well, like you said, go now. They've got the Aegis, so it's...
actually, that was with the old Midas recipe. Yeah, it's over 6k gold for the 3 Midases combined.
Yeah.
They're going to go high ground now, I think. At least try to force this one. And the thing is, for Vici, there is a minimal split push. Black will try for it, but he is not going to do this fast enough. And Newbee will get a crack at the base. Where are your Midases now, they say? What's up? We're in your house. Pipe gets popped. They'll steal for now the Healing Ward. It's a nice spell to steal, but Newbee are more about that burst damage. Split Earth will come through. The siege begins, and this will be an important spell to slow down the siege. Drunken Haze onto Hal. He'll bring the tower down by about 500 health. He'll Blade Fury. And if they really want, they can push out these side lanes and go again in 30 seconds, but not too much damage done, all things considered.
Yeah. I think they're just going to work on the creep with Brim first. Like, Tide TP's top, Jug's low. Can't really heal up until he's got Urn Charges, but may want to wait for the Healing Ward. As far he gets mech'd as well. But they still got a good duration on the Aegis. They'll probably have another crack in about a minute or 2 minutes time once they push out top and bottom lane already pushed out. So, yeah, Newbee... At this point, it's all about the siege, and that's where Juggernaut's going to pick up his Manta style just to get some extra sieging potential as well there.
Yeah, Fenrir he's got the Ghost Scepter. I like going back for this versus Juggernaut, and the next step will probably be that BKB. So he'll be able to evade the Omni Slash, also evade the Ravage, and potentially even do some damage in these fights. Although Hao is chasing him, fights over the trees. That midi stun, not even needed, just auto attacks, double crit, and a glimpse. That's all it takes.
Yeah, well, I think the end is near for Vici Gaming. We're going to see, well, this time a crack at the bottom lane. They said mid lane was fun, let's go bottom. I think mostly just a matter of convenience more than anything. With Mu pushing out the mid lane, he'll rendezvous at bottom, and they've still got good duration on Aegis.
Mu just blinks over super. I don't care about you. I'm going bottom now. He just ran right by him. He's now Anchor Smashing the wave to draw it back while they will crack the base here. Drunken Haze already in position. And still Hal chopping pretty hard with the Assault Cuirass at his side. Or, no, actually, that's debuffing him. Yeah, but still doing pretty good damage to this tower. Although, yeah, Creep's finally in the base now. And they'll begin to really siege this one out. Glyph is available. Omni Slash through from FY. Not gonna cut it. And the MKB continues to do his work as they nearly kill off Super. Now Hal Blade Furying back. That's just the last few auto attacks from the Omni Slash that did its work. And they really want to go and Mu, but look at the HP pool. Blink onto Hal. If they can kill him off once, well, he doesn't have Aegis now. They'll Cyclone the Tide of Mu up in the air while they work on Hal. He Manta Styles and just starts auto-attacking. Now the Ravage. It doesn't hit the Brewmaster, but it is going to hit the other heroes. Ice Ice brought down by the Mystic Flare. Banana goes back into the fight while Hal tries to retreat out with the Blade Fury Black. No ultimate. And he can't blink for this time. Now Tide blinking away. Panda blinking forward to face him. And they try and go onto Mu, but he's just too damn tanky. Banana not so lucky. He'll be finished off. And in the end, they get the Scarith Mage. And now the chase goes the other direction. How Omni Slash cooling down to 20. Doom there to greet Black as the Shivas, connects, and Rabbit will dodge that potential stun with a well-timed BKB. Now the Blade Fury. I'm not actually sure why he's Blade Furying right now, because auto attacks would do way more damage, but
Style points, man.
Yeah,
Style
I guess wanted to dodge a Gale for my Size.
Yeah.
And now the Juggernaut illusions go back the other direction. This time into the Static Storm kinetic field. And the Omni Slash is ready. And it comes through. Kills off the wave. It's split between 4 heroes. Still manages to kill Ice and bring FY down to half. 2 hero stomp. Double edge follow-up. And then what? Blade Fury is what? That might just be enough. They finally killed off the Doom. They'll kill off the Juggernaut as well. And as good as this has looked for Newbee, they haven't killed a tier 3 tower yet. It's been an expensive defense though. Veno's bought back. And so too is your Centaur. In exchange, only a Scarlet buyback on Newbee. But they lost their Aegis for this as well.
What is this game, LD? What are we watching?
Clown Dota. Clown Dota, man.
Rubik, use your Midas, man. You got to get that efficiency up. This is what you bought the Midas for.
FY is not accustomed to holding a Midas.
Turn around Midas and then chase. There we go.
Blake can stop. Moves. Ravage. It's over halfway cooled down. This has been such a damn long fight. The fight that began at the Radiant base is now all the way well out into the jungle. They've taken this one to the streets. Moo. He's got Ravage at 50. He honestly might live long enough to get to use it as he continues this retreat. Blink Dagger constantly cooling down. Force Staff was there to keep him alive. Well played by Banana. Moo has a blink ready. He'll blink out. They slow down Black with concussive shot.
Soon.
And
5 seconds.
30 seconds to go. On that Ravage, Sanctuary has his ultimate with the Disruptor Aghanims as well. They're going to chase for these backline supports, slowing Banana, trying to finish him off with a double edge, but BKBs will go through that, and Disruptor's about to get his ultimate off. Vici Gaming have literally chased Newbee to their base from the tier 3 bottom lane on the Radiant side all the way to the tier 3 on the Dire. Is this really happening? Unbelievable. Now Moo hunting FY. And they're all going to end up getting out, too. Even your Shrek will survive with 57 health. And I
feel like I'm watching 6-year-olds playing in a playground right now. They're just running around chaotically, like there's no sense to it. You don't know what game they're playing, and you just have no idea what the fuck's going on. That is what
I'm
this
losing
game
it,
feels
dude.
like.
What? What is going It goes back to Newbee not actually killing buildings quickly. Like, if they had a Death Prophet, that would have never happened. They would have just taken Rex, won the game. But instead, we get this.
Oh, man.
It's a beautiful thing to see.
Wow. Vici Gaming just, like, they're still hard to break. Like, as much as they don't have a good late game answer or way to win this game, like, breaking through their base, not the easiest thing to do when they're starting to get tanky. Like, they've got the AC on Super. The Midases, I mean, they're not really kicking in just yet, but they're doing something. Like, you've got a Leshrac who's now level 16 at least and is going to be able to buy BKB if he wants to soon. I'm not sure if that's going to be his decision or not. BKB will do a little bit against this, but like there's Ags on Disruptor, there's Omni Slash Doom. I don't know if BKB is really the late game solution this game.
And, well, Vici Gaming, they're going to rotate Black and Fenrir towards the top lane now. They still held onto their base for the time being. It's been a topsy-turvy game. And the Midases are starting to kick in a bit, GoDz. The gold graph is tipped up, only 2k, but it's something.
Yeah, I guess it's something. That's the Midases kicking in, maybe. That's what we're looking at. But I don't know about Big Smoke, but A Smoke from Newbee. They've got plans, and maybe ending this game is part of those plans.
Now they'll smoke towards the bottom lane. Will they actually crack this base open? FY's on the high ground for now. He's stolen Glimpse. Could be a powerful spell. And the smoke will continue. Still looking for that jump in, though. It would be nice to actually get a good Ravage here. Super now blinks in middle lane, and he could get caught. Doom onto him, Ravage on everyone else, then the Shivas fall up. Ravage 2, Shivas 2, Mystic Flare as well, and that's 3 dead. Alright, well, it was a good run by Vici, but they are probably losing buildings for this now. Omni Slash is still online.
Number 2.
Oh, shit. Yeah, they're really screwed, man. How could probably Omni Slash creeps at this point? That FY will run in, he's only stolen Blade. Oh, he's actually stolen Omni Slash. Okay. Alright, well, maybe you can get a single kill here. FY, you gotta bait someone in and then use it. Do they know? They don't seem to care. They're just tanking his Omni Slash. It's actually doing nothing.
That tickled.
He doesn't have the Aghanim, so it doesn't really hit that hard. And then they'll chase. The second Doom. This one onto Black. FY's gonna go down for this. Moo pursuing him out. They're sending these beefcakes back to the well. Black just can't survive against them. He'll be forced out, and Newbee will finally break through. Their first lane to break
through as well, though. Favor's getting top ranks.
But they're going to lose. I think they should lose, too, for this. Black is trying to hold the line. Moo and Rabbit working on the racks here, and now they brought Hal back. The crits! Almost enough to finish off. Blade Fury to deal with that Ghost Scepter. They'll get the kill on Leshrac. He's tried to go for the split push of the trade. At long last, Newbee, 1 lane of racks down. 2 to go.
Yeah, it looks like Lestrak split most of the damage between the two top raxes. Could have gotten one or the other.
Yeah, if you just stand like over like here or so, you can just hit the one.
Well, yeah, there's your raxes, I guess. So Vici Gaming gonna find the exact same push coming their way again soon. Jug picks up his butterfly, and it looks like they're gonna secure Roshan first as well. So better safe than
if
sorry.
If they want to be safe, they can wait for double Ravage and double Doom as well. I mean, yeah. There's always that. And Vici Gaming, we talked about the BKBs earlier. They only have one BKB, so double Ravage is actually very effective against them. I guess there's Bruce Split potentially, but yeah, it's Moo had a great Ravage last fight, and I would expect more from him. 40 seconds off of the combo.
Yeah, it's just so hard for Vici to fight. Like, you've got to refresh a Doom in a late game scenario. Like, you've got to have all your core heroes with buyback, which is no longer the case. Centaur having to use his last... Oh no, Centaur's actually got his soon. It was the Rubik who bought back, so... Centaur will have no buyback money. He's been spending all his money. Bought a second Reba. Tanky Blackers. He's got 4k, 4.2k HP practically.
And Moo will go into super top lane. He's got no Ravage here, but Omni Slash's first mini stun on the auto attack will prevent that TP out, and they get the kill in super. Good play from Hao, and he'll have his ult, although might be short on the mana for it by the time they get to the base. Yeah, they'll need to give him some arcane boots, but they've got a pair here on Banana.
It's gonna be tricky. No real split push coming this time from Vici Gaming. There's Boots of Travel on your Doom who can just show up with his double Doom, and this is finally maybe Vici Gaming capitulating.
They don't give up, Guts. I gotta give them credit for that.
Yeah.
They definitely embody that never give up, never surrender attitude, but... Well, so too does Moo, who runs with a Shiva's card. The auto attacks from Black are decent, but the Ravage is probably just a bit better. Did FY manage to steal it? No, it's still only Aggro Smash he's got his hands on. Moo has now refreshed, and he could go in again. FY, oh, he gets doomed. Well, no Ravage steal for you now. Shiva's on to Ice Ice Ice, he's trapped in a Static Storm, but the chase is on to the Rubik. They know FY is the only shot of turning this. It won't happen. Ice Ice Ice, he tried to distract them by throwing his body at Hao, and Hao only reluctantly accepted that sacrifice, finally turning and deigning to auto-attack him. And that's it, Guts. We're going to a game 3. It took Newbee a while to win this one, but the outcome felt like it wasn't really in doubt after the 25-minute mark.
Yeah, and considering that was like a 8k gold lead roughly? Yeah, about an 8k gold lead for Vici Gaming. A nice little turnaround from Newbee, although Vici Gaming definitely threw a lot of their eggs into the early game basket. So we're going to a game 3 decider. Winner of this match is going to Kiev for the Starladder LAN finals with like $250,000 US or something in prize money. So as entertaining as a game this is a lot of money on the line. These teams taking it very seriously in game 3. All right, I'm excited.
Yeah, and Lai Gaming is no slouch. Like, you might think that they're the team that's almost certainly losing to whoever drops down, but I would not say that, actually. I think Lai Gaming has a pretty decent shot. Hell, we saw earlier today in the MSI Beat It China Finals that LGD friggin' CDEC beat Vici Gaming. They had a 1-0 lead. They won the series 3-1, so... Chinese Dota, as much as Vici Gaming looks strong right now, it's by no means a clear hierarchy. And with that being said, guys, we take a quick break. We'll be back soon for game number 3. You're watching Beyond the Summit. Stay with us.